My name is Murat Yaşar. I was born in the north of Turkey, in the province of Samsun, in a village named Kesikaya, near the city of Terme. I was born in a Muslim Turkish family. We have some Georgian blood from the mother side. I came in France when I was 7, and I studied in France for the rest of my life at Paris. I study science, literature and philosophy at university. I have a Master of Philosophy at the University of Nanterre. When I was 18, I was reading some book about spirituality and religion. And when I was 20, I read a book about Buddhism. And I read a book written by a Tibetan Buddhist teacher named Chogyam Trungpa. This book was Shambhala, the Path of a Warrior. So I liked this book and these teachings, and I began to follow these teachings at the Shambhala Center of Paris. I was 21. So I began to practice Shamatha Vipassana, sitting practice meditation, and I follow this spiritual path. And I also began to study Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism. When I was 22, I buy a book about the life of Padmasambhava, the Indian master of 8th century. When I finished this book, I began to feel some devotion for this Indian Buddhist master. This master introduced Buddhism in Tibet in 8th century. So I speak of that to my meditation instructor, and he advises me to do the 7 lion prayer of Guru Rinpoche. So I did, and I began to feel the presence of Padmasambhava, and I began to do some kind of Guru Yoga. Guru Yoga means union with the mind of the master. And I did a 1-month collective retreat in Limousin at Dzogchen. I met a Dutch woman who advises me to meet some 2 Tibetan masters, Jigme Khyentse and Pema Wangyal Rinpoche. They are 2 brothers. They are the son of Kongyo Rinpoche. And so next summer, I was 22. I met with 2 masters in Dordogne. At this time, I continued to do my practice, meditation practice, and the 7-line prayer. And one day, after a few months, I was feeling in my hands 2 souls. So I speak of that to this Dutch woman in Dordogne, and So she asked these two Tibetan masters, Jigme Khyentse and Pema Hongyal, and they say to her that there is a manifestation of Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava, who dispel obstacles and tame negative forces. So I asked an interview with them. I met Pema Hongyal Rinpoche first, and I asked him if he can see these souls, these two souls, and he said yes. And I asked what is it, and he answered to me in English, is to cut ego. And then he adds, it can cut you. And he advises me to do the mantra of Padmasambhava, Om Aum Benzar Guru Pema Sadiung. And then I met also his brother, Jigme Khyentse Rinpoche. I asked him the same question, if he can see this soul, and he said yes. And he also advised me to do the mantra of Padmasambhava. So I did. So I did with free practice, sit and shamatha vipassana, meditation, the 7 lion prayer, and the mantra of Guru Rinpoche. And a few months later, I felt feminine form there, you know. And I asked an interview with Pema Hongyal Rinpoche, and so I met him in Dordogne also. And he looked at me and he says, you have to do the mantra of Tara. Tara, she's a feminine Buddha. So he gives to me the mantra of Tara, Om Tare Tutare Ture Soa. So I back home at Paris and I continue my practice. I follow the Shambhala path, the study of Buddhism, according to the Tibetan Kagyu and Nyingma tradition. And a few months later, there's a horse appears, and I go on practicing, and then a crown appears a few months later. I had followed the teachings of Jigme Khyentse and Pema Hongyal Rinpoche because I like this master. They teach some Buddhism in a Tibetan traditional way. So I continue my practice for many years. I continue to do this kind of Guru Yoga with Padmasambhava. But it was not really working for me. I had the impression that I did not progress. So I was looking for a master. So I follow the teaching of these two masters, but obviously they are I like their teachings, but I have some connection with them, but it was not enough for me. So I continued studying Tibetan Buddhism. Yeah, I finished the Shambhala path in 2009. I did the warrior assembly at Dzogchen. And so many years later, I heard in 2018 there was a scandal, a crisis in the leadership of Shambhala International. I learned that the leader of Shambhala International was accused of um, sexual abuse and many things. I was shocked, and it awoke something in me, like protection instant protection in French. So I decided to begin again to look for a master or a teacher. I contact one teacher of Shambhala and another. I found a teacher I had met maybe 20 years ago, Thomas Piezikowski, who is one of a great master of Shambhala International Buddhist organization. Hopefully, he was living in Dordogne. So I met him in September 2018 at his home in Dordogne, in Limousin, near Limoges. And I was just asking for some advice for teachings, and he told me that he was a Dzogchen master. So he began to teach me Dzogchen. He gave me the introduction to the nature of mind, awakened mind. He did it 3 times in a weekend, and he gave me some instruction. So I began to do this practice. Is very simple. You just have to. You are introduced to the awakened nature of mind, and you just have to connect a few minutes in a day. And one negative emotion arises, you cut through by connecting to the awakened nature of the mind. And at that time I like this practice. It works very well, and I was attracted for many years by the city of Jerusalem, and at the beginning of October, it was like this city was calling me, so I decided to take a flight for Israel. And in the middle of October, I stay 1 week at the city of Jerusalem. I pray in the holy place in Al-Aqsa Mosque, in the Mosque of Dôme du Rocher in French, and many holy places. And when I came back in France, I really felt great because I felt the energy of the city. It was really great, really, really great. Very powerful energy, more than Bodh Gaya. I was in Bodh Gaya in 2008, 17. The energy of Bodh Gaya is great, but the energy of Jerusalem is much, much powerful. And when I came back and continued my Dzogchen practice, and I felt that the energy of Jerusalem was on me. Quite strange. I met sometime my Dzogchen teacher, Thomas Piaseczkowski. He was introduced to Dzogchen by Dzigar Control Rinpoche, who was an Indian, Tibetan Buddhist master. I have to say that Dzogchen was introduced to Buddhism by Padmasambhava in the 8th century, but it's not Buddhism. We don't know the origin of Dzogchen. It has at least 2,000, maybe 3,000 years old. And we didn't know who is the first master of these teachings. It was unique just orally, by speech. There's no original text. There are some texts who appears many centuries later. So we do not know where and when it appears, and who is at the beginning this teaching and lineage, because it's kind of lineage. It was taught in a very few people at the beginning, maybe just one teacher and one student. There's some in Indian Hinduist mystics school. They are teaching some like of Dzogchen. I think they have the same root. So I go and practicing Dzogchen, and within 5 or 6 months I was able to stop any kind of negative emotion instantly without any effort. But sometimes negative emotion come back. It can stay a few minutes, and sometimes it depends. You can stop them and dispel them in the nature of mind immediately. There's a letter of the 5th Karmapa talking about manifestation of wrathful manifestation of Guru Rinpoche. Probably this manifestation, because from 2018 I became more and more, I felt this wrathful energy becoming stronger and stronger. Wrathfulness is, in English it means divine anger, but it has nothing to do with normal anger. Normal anger is based on ego, on fear, on hope. And wrathful wisdom is based on wisdom and compassion and non-ego. and it manifests in a how can I say it? In a more energetic, powerful wisdom and compassion manifest in a more energetic, powerful and explosive way. I can say that it is spontaneous because it manifests only with in contact with negativity, and in a normal situation it manifests more with sense of humor, and clarity of mind. So I was waiting that the leader of Shambhala step back, but he did not. So in the beginning of June 2020, I decided to reveal to the leadership of Shambhala International who I am, because I'm obviously a manifestation of Guru Rinpoche, a wrathful manifestation. From my point of view, I'm mind emanation of Buddha Shakyamuni and heart emanation of Padmasambhava. So I reveal this information to the leadership of Shambhala International, and I ask them to check this information with Pema Ongyal and Jigme Khyentse Rinpoche, who know me very well because I had followed their teaching for maybe 15 years or 20 years, I don't remember. So they check this information, and but the leader of Shambhala, strangely, Ezel Mukpo Mipam, didn't resign. But there's about 12 or 15 teachers named Acharya. Acharya means like a representative teacher of the leader. They resign because I write an email to David Brown. He was at this time the secretary of Shambhala International. So I did this video to ask the Tibetan clergy to officially recognize me as who I am. So it seems that I'm a manifestation of Guru Rinpoche and very probably of Buddha Shakyamuni itself. I'm very probably what is called in Buddhism a second manifestation. It's a kind of spiritual king Buddha. It is called Art Protector or Universal King, because of the swords, of the horses and the crown. There's also this how can I say the question of in Muslim tradition, they are waiting for the Al-Mahdi, the 12 and last Imam prophesied by the Prophet Mahomet. it is said that he will have a divine sword. So I have two swords in my hands who have been recognized by Padmasambhava and Jigme Khyentse Rinpoche. I have very strangely, I'm a manifestation of Padmasambhava, but I have a deep, profound, powerful connection with Jerusalem. So I would like also to the Muslim mystics, I realized master in Muslim tradition, what they think about that. Because it is said also that this Almighty will be tall. I'm 187 centimeters tall. It is said that he will have Aquilan nose. It's a specialty of the north of Turkey, you know, it's kind of strange nose. It came from my mother's side. So I asked the head of 5 schools of Tibetan tradition and all the I realized master, Buddhist master in East to maybe meet me and tell me what they think, because I realized master, they can feel the energy of the people and tell if there's some Padmasambhava or Buddha Shakyamuni energy. But Jigme Khyentse and Padmasambhava Rinpoche are two great, very respected masters of Tibetan Buddhism. So if they say to the Tibetan clergy who I am, maybe they can do a public video to confirm all that story. So I asked to be officially recognized by the head of 5 schools of Tibetan Buddhism: Gelug School, Sakya School, Nyingma School, Bön School, and the 5th and last school is normally led by the Karmapa. But actually there's 2 claim Karmapa. The real Karmapa is Organ Trinle George, because I can feel his energy. You know, when you do Dzogchen, you begin to have some spiritual power. You can feel the energy of people or country, of some place, of a city. So when I look on a photo of Organ Trinle George, I can feel the energy of a awakened being. And when I look at the photo of the other man, Taye George, who has been recognized by the Shamapa, I feel nothing. So from my point of view, Organ Trinle George is the unique and only original Karmapa. So I asked him to recognize me as manifestation of Padmasambhava and Buddha Shakyamuni also. And if they want to meet me, I'm available at Paris, or we can meet at Istanbul, because I will very probably stay a few years at Istanbul. And for the Muslim mystics also, if they want to meet me, I'm available at Paris or Istanbul. So that's it. Thank you very much. Take care.